and welcome to a new video. Me and my boyfriend did a lot of hotel collaboration in the past year in Sri Lanka and Bali, and most of the hotels asked us to come back, especially because we weren't those annoying influencers and they actually like to work with us. So let me explain in this video what you shouldn't do when you are at a hotel collaboration and what you should do instead. Starting by number one, and that is focusing on yourself. So we noticed that in a lot of contracts for hotel collaboration, it's been mentioned to not focus too much on yourself and always put the accommodation first. Sometimes it even tells you a ratio, for example 60% hotel and 40% you, and if you not deliver that, then the contact will be not accepted. You're also there to promote the hotel and not to promote yourself. And of course it is possible to put yourself there to make it more relatable and make it more feel alive. We also experienced that a lot of hotels are okay with you being in there, but they prefer you being in there just a little bit from afar or just with your head turned. That's very important for some marketing managers, because then they can promote the content more. So yeah, don't focus too much on yourself and focus on why you are there to promote the accommodation. So point 2, don't shoot in the middle of the day. The worst timing to shoot is in the middle of the day. For 3 reasons actually. One of the reasons is that the light is so harsh. You don't get nice photos in that light. You don't get nice videos in that light. There are a lot of shadows there. It's just too harsh. Just make sure you don't do that. The second reason is that it's super hot. So you will not be very comfortable during shooting at that time. Third and last reason is that a lot of guests are awake around that time. And a lot of guests are walking around at the accommodation, and you don't want them to be on the background of your photo or video. I would recommend you to wake up for sunrise. You are here to work, not to sleep in. And I did it a lot, so I know it can be annoying and you want to sleep in, but this is the best time to shoot because the light is perfect. It's a very soft morning light during the sunrise. No one is awake. Most guests are still sleeping around that time, and it's also not that hot early in the morning. So that's the best time to shoot. Speaking about guests, this is point number 3 that you shouldn't do during a hotel collaboration, and that is to be annoying and disturb other guests, because remember that they actually paid for their stay. For example, when you go on an excursion like a jeep safari, we always try to explain that we are working for the hotel. We never say that we get to stay for free, because that feels unfair, and that always makes them feel like, yeah, of course you can do it, and just make sure they are not on the content, of course. If that's impossible, then maybe you can ask the staff if they can provide some space alone without the guests to shoot some content. At least for us, that's super important. Also with flying a drone, don't do it when the guests are awake. It's super annoying when you just try to relax and the only thing you can hear is... I'm not really good at imitating a drone, but the only thing you can hear is the drone. Then, point number 4 that you shouldn't do during a hotel collaboration is to shoot randomly. You will find yourself being stressed about creating content as much as possible and thinking if you have enough or not, and you will find not being that satisfied with the outcome, and also probably the marketing manager is not that satisfied with the outcome either. Instead of shooting just randomly, make sure you prepare a little bit. Make a shot list. It doesn't have to be a huge shot list, but just do your research, look at their Instagram, look at what's there already, and to talk to the manager, ask what they want to promote more. So that's really important to kind of make a plan. What we always do is the first time we arrive at the place, just look around, see what we want to shoot, and then just plan when you want to do it. For example, you're planning to shoot in the morning and the afternoon, then you also know that during the day that's when you have off and you can actually enjoy the place as well. So another thing is to think in storylines. So for example, when we make a reel, we make sure that the beginning makes sense compared to the ending, and it's like a full story of going through an experience. And it also helps you to edit a reel, because you know what story you have in mind and you know how to edit it later. That's another tip that I want to give you. And then the last one is point 5 of what not to do when doing a hotel collaboration, and that is to ignore the brand guideline. For example, I unfortunately see a lot that people create content with very tiny bikini and mostly showing their everybody. Especially for some religions, this is just not doable. Also for the hotel, they can't use this to promote. So this is an absolutely not done. Sometimes it's even in the contracts to not shoot in a bikini. I actually bought a bathing suit just for hotel collaboration, so they can use it to promote it again. Because that's the goal. Okay, then a bonus tip, and maybe one of the most important, and that is to don't neglect on following up. This is what makes the hotel manager want you to come back. And it's very important to show your gratitude, to thank them, and to provide the content on time. Of course, also follow each other on Instagram. Just make them remember you. Really helps when you want to come back. They just know, okay, I really liked working with them. Let's make them come back the next time. That's also how we got some of our hotel collaborations in the past months. That was it for this video, and I hope I gave you a lot of tips to not do and a lot of tips to actually do during your hotel collaboration. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe on this channel. That will help me a lot. It will also give you more tips about doing hotel collaboration, or give you insights of being a digital nomad, or just entertain you with videos like that. That was it, and I will see you in the next one. Doei! Bye!